It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Tonight, I'm looking forward to this break. You're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace is never...
Oh, that was something else!
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Garnett with the screen for Lever. Up again, and Garnett able to finish.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. McGrady kicks to Heinrich. Shot clock at 6. Back to McGrady. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. McGrady's got 5 points so far.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Garnett can't get it to go.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Heinrich passes to McGrady. Offline with his three. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Garnett. It's stolen by Adebayo. Boom, he chickens it straight down.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
It's Lever on the wing, guarded by Heinrich. Here's Garnett. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Here's McGrady. Rebound by the Suns. This game against Nashville here, it's the first meeting of the season.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Here's Lever. That shot misses. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Heinrich kicks to McGrady. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. You got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. Well, you look at Tracy McGrady. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Oh, no doubt about it. Their contributions on the glass provide their team with a huge bonus. As hard as they work on the glass, it makes things a lot easier for their teammates in the post.
lessens the load a little bit on those interior guys.
Here's Marin. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And the Stars leading by 8. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Phoenix, no good that time either. Nashville has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Jokic finds Adebayo. And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Free throw good, Adebayo. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
And so he makes both from the line.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
Here's Garnett. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's McGrady. Lever pulls it in. Suns trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's deflected. Jokic with the steal. To Heinrich. Adebayo kicks to Williams. Clock at 6. Now McGrady trying to get open is Adebayo. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by Williams.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Lever against Heinrich. Garnett the pass to Lever from deep three-point land. And Jokic with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Adebayo passes to Heinrich. McGrady outside. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. Outside Lever. Back to Garnett. Outside Curry. Here's McAdoo. And again, it's the Suns missing. Here's the Stars with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Pass to Jokic. And here is McGrady over Lever. And again, it's Nashville converting.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Garnett with the slam.
And the arms of Garnett go on forever. And that length makes him a problem on the offensive glass.
So Nashville calls timeout, their first.
Here we go.
platoon swap here for Nashville. Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. Take a look at the Suns. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And, of course, Nashville, 2 games back. Smith kicks to Ibaka. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Here's Stackhouse. Makes it off the glass.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the middle. Here's Klingon. And that's good. Lead pass to get it done.
Oh, good luck against Klingon in close. That's where he makes his money.
Smith surveying the D. Here's Serbiak. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And the Stars lead by 14.
So those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Mashburn. Driving in. Good on the bucket.
And this is how special Mashburn is on the drive. Using that athleticism to just explode towards the rim.
Smith for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Tripucka. Right at the free throw line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so it's Nashville enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Nashville?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Smith is out there with Jerry Stackhouse. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Oakley. And it's Serbiak in at the 3. It's the groups in the second quarter for the Stars. Screen by Oakley. And shot on the way. Serbiak, no luck.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's Embry. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Williams is checked in for the Stars. McGrady comes in for Stackhouse. And Phoenix also making a switch. Curry's checked in. Here's Curry. Still without a basket. Here's Mashburn. It's hauled in by Oakley. Nashville leading by 12. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Smith for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
And some changes here for the Stars. Adebayo is checked in for Oakley. And it's Heinrich in for Smith. Here's Tripucka. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on Williams. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for the Suns, Kelly Tripucka at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And teams are always looking for positional size. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat, and teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
McAdoo is checked in for the Suns. And he makes both free throws.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
Heinrich passes to McGrady. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the shot goes in.
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Skiles the pass to Tripucka. Pass to McAdoo. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Here's Tripucka. He's guarded by Williams. Spins. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Loads it up for Adebayo. Outside curve. Williams with the steal. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. McAdoo, the pass to Skiles. Here's Tripucka, guarded by Heinrich. Williams comes with the double team. Pass to Tripucka. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Offensive rebound. Here's Skiles. Misses the 3.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Adebayo passes to Williams. Back to Adebayo. Knocks it loose. Rejected by McAdoo. Let's take a look at the numbers for Bam Adebayo.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Jokic, he's checked in for Adebayo. Suns trail by 10. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
For Garnett, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Garnett with a screen on Heinrich. Here's Weaver. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Garnett's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns.
Well, there's a reason this is the 4-time NBA rebounding champion. KG to the offensive glass.
Here's McGrady. Nashville, no good that time either.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Pass to Garnett. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Very sharp defensive instincts. There's no easy shots when Ibaka is around.
And the shot goes in. Williams has got his first points of the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Nice shot by McAdoo.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
McGrady kicks to Heinrich. Back to McGrady. Shoots over Curry. It's rebounded by Marin. Suns trail by 8. Here's the 3. McAdoo, the pass to Lever. Here's Marin. Offensive rebound outside Curry. Pass to Marin. Curry, a screen on Williams. 6 to shoot. They shoot again. Good. He hits the jump shot. Marin's got his first bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Timeout called, Nashville. The Suns making a switch here. Klingen's checked in. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Second is Donovan Klingen.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Smith the pass to Jokic. Nashville needs to get off a shot. Here's Serbiak. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Serbiak's got 5 points so far.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
There's a screen. Lever dishes to Curry. Pass to Garnett. Buries it down low. He's got 10. There's a minute 47 left now here in the second. Now Smith. Scoreless thus far. Jokic so good in traffic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Lever, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Boy, you give him that good a look, he is going to typically make you pay.
Pass to Serbiak. .106 left in the second quarter. Stackhouse against Curry. A shot. And Klingen pulls it down. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Suns. They trail by 6. Lever finds Garnett. Fades away. That ball. Great assist by Lever. Garnett's got 6 in the quarter.
And they are earning points with the
the jump shot now.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Marin. And the rebound goes to Nashville. They've led by as many as 14 points. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Curry way outside, and a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Stars out in front, up 4. Live from Music City Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Welcome, folks, for the Phoenix Suns tonight. They're looking at what should be a good battle in a game that's still up for grabs.
Guys taking shots for them, trying to do too much all at once. I think it's jamming up their flow.
Yeah, everyone has to have a role on the offensive end. Share the ball and trust your teammates.
Okay, and now let's check out the power rankings as we move through the middle of the season.
Taking a look here now at Phoenix, they're making their move up in the rankings. I tell you, right now, they're at the top, and everything's on a positive trend.
That's what it's about, trying to get better each and every day.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Suns trail by 4. Setting the floor for the Suns. Curry is out there with Lever. Then it's Garnett. And it's McAdoo in at the center, locking down the middle. Back to Lever. Here's the screen. It's good from long range. Lever's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Heinrich finds Jokic. Inside, Kevin Garnett with the steal. Lever taking his time here. Pass to McAdoo. Now here's Curry. Here's Garnett. Down low, Garnett puts it in.
He's in such a good rhythm offensively tonight. KG turning back the clock.
And there's the call on Pat Lever. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to McGrady. Jokic with the screen on Curry. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by McGrady, no good. The Suns leading. Outside Lever. Now Garnett. He's guarded by Adebayo. Garnett can't get it to go.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
McGrady, good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Heinrich's got 4 assists now tonight.
And when you leave someone open on Heinrich's team, he is going to find truly a selfless play.
And McAdoo kicks to Curry. Here's Garnett. Here's Marin. He's guarded by Williams. Another shot. The Stars with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Curry against McGrady. Pass to Jokic. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Probably as great a feel for the game as anyone. Jokic knows how to get the upper hand against the defender.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
And he knocks down the first one.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Stars. And Jokic drops them both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Mashburn, defended by Ibaka. Mashburn, the pass to Sky. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Three-pointer, Heinrich, good on the three-point shot. Heinrich's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The assist totals, Devin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Trapuka. He's guarded by Williams. Trapuka passes to Sky. No good again that time. And the Stars leading by 7. McGrady outside. Pass to Trapuka. Good defense by Jokic. McGrady outside. And here's Jokic. Too easy inside from Jokic.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Stars.
Time called here. The Stars decide to talk it over. He's checked in for the Suns. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Suns number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Here's McGrady. He's got 20. To the wing on the left. Here's Stackhouse. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 7. Here's Embry. It's hauled in by Oakley. On offense, here are the Stars. Big stretch here going 10-2. Heinrich dishes to McGrady. The Stars again missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Skiles. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Tripucka. Over McGrady. No good off the front iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Not a bad idea. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
2 minutes.
Suns trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Mashburn. Goodbye, Serbiak. Fires the 3. Rebound by Heinrich. And the Stars leading by 9. Pass to McGrady. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Catching up on the changes for the Stars. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Oakland. And Smith subbed in for Kirk Heinrich.
And watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Pass to Mashburn. 1:16 left to play here in the third. Over Stackhouse. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here's Nashville. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. Serbiak, no luck. Suns trail by 12. Embry passes to Skiles. To the inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Stackhouse outside. And once again off the mark by the Stars. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Embry. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Skiles' shot is off. And here's Nashville. They're on a 15-4 run right now. And the basket by Serbiak.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
He lobs it up. Off target from the baseline. And so it's Nashville enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Nikola Jokic. Jalen Williams is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Smith in at the point. That's the Stars' 5. McGrady against Curry. Banked in off the glass. McGrady's got the lead up to 14 now for the Stars.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Outside Lever. Curry on the wing. No good from outside.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to McGrady. Launches a three. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McAdoo, the pass to Marin. There's Lever with the three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in this game. McGrady outside. No good on the triple.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Lever from long range, and the Suns miss again. Nashville leading by 14. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Money from the wing. McGrady's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Making a change here. Heinrich's checked in. Now here's Lever. To the paint. Here's Garnett. Garnett controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And when Garnett has it going, he's unguardable. I love how confident and versatile he is on offense.
Heinrich dishes to McGrady. Heinrich sets a screen for McGrady. Phoenix grabs the miss. Garnett's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Marin, the pass to Lever. It's stolen by Heinrich. Drops in the breakaway layup. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Stars.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Pass to Jokic. Looks for McGrady, gets it to him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McGrady's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Garnett, here's McAdoo. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time.
That's unselfish basketball. Opted to pass up his own shot and dish to a teammate instead.
Timeout called, Nashville.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Here we go, fans. Put your hands together for your National Soccer Dancers.
Here's Jokic. McGrady kicks to Heinrich. Pass to Williams. Clock at 4. Nashville passing it around. A shot by McGrady, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Garnett with a screen on Jokic. And the Suns get it back. A power play by KG.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
McGrady sets a screen for Williams. Shoots from the high post. Nashville, no good that time either.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Here's McAdoo. Outside Curry. Looks for Garnett. He gets it to him. Garnett bends off the defense and connects.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Heinrich with it. And the three misses.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Out of bounds. Nashville takes possession.
Substitution for the Suns. Number 2, Scott Skiles.
And the Stars leading by 12. McGrady outside. Puts up a deep 3. Doesn't get that one.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Got it to go off the glass.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
They can't stop the run with that one. Suns trail by 10. Now Garnett. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. That's off. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Nashville. The shot is off. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now Garnett.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
For Phoenix, Kevin Garnett, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits. And both free throws good from Garnett. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Jokic. Heinrich outside. And here's Jokic. And it's sent back by McAdoo. Here's Skiles. Guarded by Heinrich. And the Stars on offense. 8-point game. Now Jokic. Jacks up a three. That one is off. And here are the Suns now. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the three. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Suns. Number 12, Fat Luger.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Fat Luger. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Timeout called. The Suns. 17 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
From outside, let's lose a three. Jokic with the rebound. So the Stars end up winning it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Nicola, a great win against a quality team. How intense was the atmosphere tonight?
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that about wraps it up.
Happy to have you with us for NBA when it comes to these two teams, Greg. You have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. We've got Smith, and it's Cowens in at the 5 spot.
Good to see Martin taking the aggressive path inside. He knows how effective he can be when he does that.
Now, here is James. 6 to shoot. Towns a screen on Smith. James. Not going to go that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Here's West. Martin, right side. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here's James. On target from about 13 feet.
The mid-range jumper has really been a vital part of LeBron's game in the second half of his career.
Here's Martin. There's the block. Here's Billups. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Outside Butler. Towns on a screen. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to James. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
First personal foul.
What's up?
First team foul. At the line for Denver, LeBron James. Shooting 1.
And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A. Basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Here's West. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Fires the 3. James with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Billups. To the middle. Towns for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Hey, a confident shooter like Towns doesn't need any time to get a shot up.
Here's Starks. Here's West. Good on the baseline, Jay. West has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The shot by Butler, no good.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Oh, and Towns with the block.
Boy, it's a big bonus for this team when Towns is engaged and making an impact defensively.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Pass to Martin. Cleveland working the ball around now. He was all alone on that one. Give him 8 points now. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Towns a screen on Smith. Here's Towns. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. Up top Smith. Check by James. Cowens passes to Smith. Here's West. Rebound by the Nuggets. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
They get it back.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Inside. Here's Cowens. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Clark, after the All-Star break, it must be difficult to jump right back into playing full-time.
Well, I tell you, when you're accustomed to playing every other night or 4 nights and 5 nights, and then you get a break, it is hard to get right back into it. But typically it's a restart and a reset, and that adrenaline and excitement about what's on the horizon gets guys ready to go.
The Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, these teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. The 4th spot held by Cleveland.
This is a squad that will tax you for any mistake or loose ball. They know how to snatch the rock and run flat out to make sure they capitalize.
And here are the Nuggets now. 4-point game. Clark against Harris. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Hardaway. In transition, here comes Cleveland. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Brooks. And again, it's Denver missing. And here's Allen. Pass to Hardaway. They double him with Bagley. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Allen outside. 5 on the clock. For 3, Hardaway. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Harris. No made baskets yet. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Worthy. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
and they're currently 3rd in team blocks. They do a great job finding ways to put a body in front of most shots.
And the free throw shooting you mentioned, they're not a team you can be too physical against. They don't waste their chances at the line. Pass to Brooks. Back to Neesmith. Here's Bagley. He's guarded by Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Harris outside. And Worthy pulls it down. The Cavaliers lead by 11. Outside Hardaway. The shake. And he lays it in. Hardaway's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
The free throw drops for Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
And he makes both free throws.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Hardaway against Nembhard. Clark outside. Cleveland working the ball around now. Pass to Hardaway. Over Nembhard. Hardaway, no good. Nuggets trail by 11. Neesmith passes to Nembhard. Outside for Brooks. And stolen by Clark. Driving in. Shot left block. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers ending the quarter up 10, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Tobias Harris out there with LeBron James. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Butler. And it's Billups in at the point. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Here's Towns. Cat doing what he does.
Length, size, touch. That's how Towns just dominates you inside.
Here's West. Give him 8. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Nuggets. James deciding where to go with it. Down low. Outside for Butler. Back to James. Ooh, LeBron, strong like bull.
An expiring clock, nothing new for James. He just calmly knocks down the shot he takes.
Martin a screen. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's James on the wing, covered by Smith. Good on the shot. James has gotten 4 this quarter. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Pass to Starks. Now Smith. Martin outside. Here's Starks. Here's West with his first shot attempt. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Here's James. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just 3-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but you know, then you also want that vertical spacing too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package.
Chandler, he's checked in for Denver. Both free throws good from James. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Smith outside. Pass to West. Lays it up and banks it in. West has got 10.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
The steal. James against Smith. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a look at the stats for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
He's off on the first.
Boy, LeBron just continues to perform at a very high level, which is simply incredible when you consider his age.
And he's good on the second.
It's clear. Here in the second period, he's made a concerted effort to attack and get himself to the line.
Pass to Smith. Over to the wing. Here's West. And it's Denver with a rebound. Butler passes to James. Here's Chandler. And he's going for the oop here. Smith against James. Martin outside. Pass to West. 6 to shoot. Fires it from 18. The rebound by Chandler.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Billups. Still without a bucket. Oh, great focus from James.
A strong start, and if anything, he's gotten better in the second quarter.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams making substitutions here. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. Taking a look at Denver, so far this hasn't been the season they were hoping for, and time is of the essence. And checking out Cleveland, 3 spots down.
Right now for Cleveland, when you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. James against Allen. James up top. 14 points for him. Hardaway against Nembhard. Soft touch off the glass. Now just a 1-point Cavalier lead.
Fancy ball handling by Nembhard right there. Little rush hour handles on display.
Here's Worthy. Brooks defending. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he makes a first.
Well, the poise that Worthy brings to his game, I mean, it's impressive. He keeps his cool even in tough situations, and he always seems to allow the game to come to him.
Gafford, he's checked in for Cleveland. And so he makes both from the line.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Pass to Brooks. Nesmith on the wing. Back to Brooks. Denver moving it around. Nembhard outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Cleveland leading by 3. Allen, the pass to Hardaway. To the inside. With the 7-footer. Cleveland again missing. For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Pass to Nembhard. Bagley, a screen on Clark. Nembhard for 3. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Hardaway, the pass to Gafford. Allen outside. Here's Worthy. To the paint. Here's Hardaway. Got a hand on it. Now here's Nesmith. Defended by Hardaway. And stolen by Clark. Allen outside. Pass to Gafford. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Here's Worthy. Nesmith covering. A nice shot by Worthy.
You know, one of the things I like about James Worthy's game is he doesn't take bad shots. He really focuses on getting high percentage shots.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Denver making a change here. Harris is checked in. And let's take some time now to see the small forwards around the league who have been really producing for their teams on the offensive end. Fourth, LeBron James.
And these are some of the most dangerous players in the league, just capable of getting hot and taking over a game in the blink of an eye.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Here's Worthy. Check by James. Hardaway, the pass to Worthy. Kicks it out to Hardaway. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one drops. Now it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
Hey, don't let the height of Hardaway fool you. He's not that big, but he can compete anywhere on the court.
James. Out to Harris. Bagley sets a screen to win the cold spell. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. That'll do it for the first half. The Cavaliers on top, up 7. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We let them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. 5-Tool Mule wants to know, what's the best gift you've ever received?
I know what Kidneys is. Remember the Shaq in the box?
Shaq, it's at the best gift, not the worst. I can't even believe they even showed that on TV.
Oh, come on, Kitty. That was the most thoughtful gift you ever got.
I, for one, thought it was very nice, Shaq.
Thank you, Ernie.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the strike time and time again.
Nuggets trail by 7. Kicking off the second half. Here's Kenny Atkinson's 5. We've got Smith. And it starts in at the shooting guard position. James, that's good.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Smith with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to James. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
7th in points off turnovers, and they're in the top 10 for field goal percentage. They pick their shots well and do a good job not forcing things on that end.
And their transition offense really mirrors what's happening all around the league. Teams trying to get 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, any numbers advantage possible. Here's Starks. Pass to Cowens. They set the screen. Cleveland working the ball around now. And it starts missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Back to Towns. Towns throws it down.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
Smith outside. Now it's passes to Smith. 5 to shoot. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. It's tipped.
Good instincts and long arms. That's how Chandler was able to swat that away.
Here's James. No good, off the front rim. The Cavaliers leading. Here's West. He's got 10. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Now James. 17 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Chandler. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
That is a big man throwing it down. Chandler making the defense feel his presence.
Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Stripped away. James finds Butler. Back to James. Now here's Towns. Three-pointer, no good. To the inside. And that one's good. Starks has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Zero fear in John Starks' game. He is always in attack mode, taking it inside without thinking twice about it.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. He's checked in for Chandler. All right, let's give a nod to defense now with a list of the teams leading the league in steals this month. In the third spot, the Cavaliers. Denver in fifth.
Both teams are very disruptive defensively. They challenge ball handlers, roam the passing lanes, and basically create havoc.
Left side, Butler. Pass to Billups. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's Denver missing. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's West. 12 points for him. Denver grabs the miss. Pass to James. Denver moving it around. And he lobs it up to the rim. And finished off by Brooks.
Brooks can rise up and finish with anybody. Nice slam that time from Dillon.
Here's West. Smith outside. Martin, the pass to Cowens. Here's West. Drills it from deep. West has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, Jerry West shooting mechanics, flawless. I mean, the way he squares up, elbow tucked in under the ball, the follow through, a very repeatable, efficient motion.
The Cavaliers lead by 7. Down low. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. West has got 17.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Shots good by Towns.
Nice job by Towns to get in there and get aggressive.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. It's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. Cleveland leading by 7. Here's Worthy. Give him 8. Hardaway from outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And Hardaway is a volume shooter from deep for a reason, because he's capable of doing damage from there.
Bagley, a screen on Clark. Pass to Brooks. Up top, Nembhard. Bagley sets a screen. Inside. And the basket is good. Bagley's gotten his first basket of the night.
Sharing the rock has always been a huge part of Nembhard's game. I mean, you want the ball in his hands. He's got excellent vision and really a good basketball IQ as well.
And he lobs it up. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Harris passes to Nembhard. Now Bagley.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter here. Clark against Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nembhard. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. The Cavaliers lead by 8. Pass to Hardaway. Floats one up. Clark, the pass to Worthy. Hardaway from outside. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Harris on the wing. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Misses the jumper.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
Hardaway, the pass to Allen. That one goes in. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Quickly striking inside. Allen wanted that close range look.
Pass to Bagley. Up top, Brooks. On the wing, Nembhard. Defended by Hardaway. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Allen outside. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Worthy. He buries it from 3. Worthy's got 11 points.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so it's Cleveland in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris out there with Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Phillips in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And the basket by West.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Towns up top, fires it. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And it's 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, the fact that Chauncey Billups is such a great decision maker is why you want him running your club from the point guard spot.
Nuggets trail by 17. Pass to Chandler. Throws it up high.
You know, the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
And here's Smith. Tipped. And Denver pushing it up now. And here's Harris outside. Buries it from 3.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Martin outside. Pass to West. Shot clock at 5. Driving inside. Here Starks. Cleveland again missing.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Here's Chandler. Denver moving it around. And that one is stuffed right through.
And give them credit on the job they've done to narrow the gap with this big run.
Almost happened too late, partner. I mean, their offense didn't come alive until they were nearly out of it, but it is alive now.
West misses. And here's Denver. Right now on a 9-0 run. Outside Butler. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Martin outside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Takes a 3. Smith, that one's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Pass to Chandler. Harris outside. Now Towns. Again, Denver scores.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. He's checked in for the Nuggets. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. On defense, Denver. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to West. Here's Cowens. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. And here's James, covered by Smith. Oh, there's Towns, the big man taking flight.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
Here's Cowens. Pass to West. Harden a screen. And the basket by West. West has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
LeBron without hesitation. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, he is going to the line, but that's not a bad play by the defense. I mean, you just can't let LeBron run free. I think you're always better off making him earn it at the line.
That free throw good from James. So he gets them both. Here's West.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Here's Billups. Butler outside. Let's loose for three. Up again. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
And you see Towns with the big, sure hand controlling that putback.
The Cavaliers lead by 11. Martin with a screen on Butler. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot.
Tyson Jones. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's West. Clock at 4. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Yeah, and you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Here's James. He lets it go. Oh, he wishes he could have that one back. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Big swat right there from Towns, making his presence felt on the defensive end.
James. Oh, deflected. In transition, here comes Cleveland. And no hesitation on the jam. In transition.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Cavaliers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Should just about do it. Big-time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, Clark, you were a bit of a trendsetter with this, but it seems the stretch 4 is here to stay in the NBA.
Well, the combination of size and touch, something I took pride in as a player. I was versatile. And back then, I mean, a guy 6'8" that was able to play inside and out wasn't as common as it is now. Teams want a lot of floor spacing, and they want as many players out there that can space the floor, including the big guys. So 4 out is now a standard practice of how the game is played.
And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Well, you've got to stay down on the shot fake. I mean, once Harris has you fooled, then you're done.
At the line for Denver, Tobias Harris, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Harris.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
And Harris drops them both. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's West. Neesmith covering. Yes, sir! That one goes!
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And now our player of the game.
God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand.
And the NBA. Starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
So the Bobcats starting 5. They've got McDaniels. Now is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Castle in at the 2 spot. Lock at 2. And it's Halliburton missing. Last game for the Bobcats, they picked up the W against the Bulls. Nash outside. High post, Davis. Over Wembanyama. And it's Davis missing. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Bobcats. Halliburton on the wing. Defended by Nash. And it's Halliburton missing. Here's Toronto now. And this is the first time matched up with the Bobcats this season.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Pick by Yao. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Now here's Nash. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Davis. What a terrific move that was.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Halliburton against Robinson. Pass to Castle. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Raptors have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Nash's shot is in.
And the quickness of Nash's game. Just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Drexler against Castle. Pass to Yao. Yao draws the double and stolen by Nash. English outside. There's the 3. The Bobcats pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor. Yeah, slow start for them offensively, 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You're just beating everybody to the board, using his length, his skill set. The big fella Davis getting it done.
And now the first time I've called here for the Bobcats. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Alex English. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Halliburton outside. Back to Yao. In the corner, Castle with it. Hits it from three-point range.
That jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Drexler gets the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you guys.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Completely new group for Toronto for the Bobcats. The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. Con Knipple on top.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Here's McDyess. McDyess, a screen. Outside Roy. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Knipple. Roy can't hit.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Zubats with the screen for Knipple. High post, Zubats. Van Beer on him. Hart with the screen for Knipple. No good with the triple. Raptors leading by 4. Pass to Davis. Knipple with the rebound. For Charlotte, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Down low, here's Zubats. Yep, that one goes.
Textbook use of the pick and roll by the rookie Knipple. I love how opportunistic this young man is in these sets.
Now, here's Lemby. Still scoreless. And here's Young from the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now Harper to the middle. Pass to Zubats. It's Hart on the wing. Back to Zubac. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Zubac has got his second basket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lambier screen. The three from Davis. The Bobcats pull it in. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Young looking it over. Off target from outside.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Knappel with it. No scoring in this one. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Outside, Davis. Pass to Roy. Here's Lambier. He's guarded by Hartman. Shot from 12. Lambier's shot is off.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Hart the pass to Harper. Over Lambier. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Drexler out there with Nash. Then there's McGice. Then there's English. And it's Davis in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Charlotte shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, two things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
So it's the Bobcats now, following the miss by Steve Nash. Pass to Yao. Over McDice. Off the left rim and out. The Raptors shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Davis. Oh, Davis down low.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
McDaniels outside. Yao with a screen on English. Pass to Yao. And stolen by English. Drexler inside. Castle covering. Cross contact on the shot. And now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And that sends Anthony Davis to the free throw line. That one on Castle. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
English with no one around. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. English has got the lead up to 8 now for Toronto. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they capitalize in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
If you want a free shirt, you need to be a super fan, and that means bringing all the noise you've got right now.
Look at the numbers for Nash. He's getting around 8 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
Pass to Halliburton. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now Castle. Just 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get a shot. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Toronto leading by 8. Steps back. Here's English. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Nash. Halliburton inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by the Bobcats. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
The mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Oh, and the pump had the D jumping on that one. Davis just too good.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
And both free throws good for Davis.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
And the Bobcats call time here as the teams head into this timeout. A chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. To take a look at the Bobcats. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And, of course, there's Toronto, 2 games back.
When I look at the Bobcats, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Here's Castle. Here's Yao. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the paint, here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that. But as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Here's Halliburton following the basket by Anthony Davis. Over Nash. And it's Halliburton missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And so here's Charlotte following the basket by Anthony Davis. Halliburton against Davis. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 12 points again in the basket from Halliburton.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes for Toronto. And Beers checked in for Robinson. Davis comes in for Anthony Davis. And Trae Young subbed in for Nash. And here's Young. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Stolen by Zubac. Harper with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
Drexler outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Drexler's got 5 now.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Harper. Here's Zubac. English pulls it in. Here's Toronto. They're on a 19-6 run. And finished off by Drexler.
Just an electricity simplicity to what Drexler can do. The leaping ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
Now here's Harper. Over Lambier, gets himself open and drills it. Harper's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lambier screen. Davis gets a wide open look. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Zubac's a screen on Young. And here's Harper from the arc. To the left side wing. There's the pick. Pocket 6. Here's Diabate.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
It's Davis on the wing. Sinks that one from the post. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And Hart has it in the corner. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. Stolen by Drexler. Inside. And stolen by Hart. 19 seconds left here in the second. Here's Harper. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open. Pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Guys, reading the defense is something that he's pretty good at. Thanks so much, Trey.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. Okay. Give it up for the participants.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. For the Celtics, they'll be up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for you. Got some, what else you want, Kenny?
Chocolate raisins.
Anything else, Shaq?
Like chocolate chip cookies. About some barbecue chicken.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Toronto Raptors.
They did their homework. They're all on the same page. That's why we're seeing precision offense.
My analysis will be efficient as they're played. They're good.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's Nash. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. On the court right now for the Bobcats. Now he's out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Stephon Castle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Halliburton. The Raptors getting the bucket. Lets it go with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 6.
Even for Halliburton, that is deep range, but this guy has the skill to make those.
Drexler left side. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Now, here is Halliburton. He has 6. Halliburton muscles through the contact.
And Halliburton doesn't get rattled easily. He's adept at finding ways to finish through contact.
And it's Drexler that time, and the assist by Nash. Nash has got 4 assists in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 8. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Halliburton missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
English. Basket good. He has 7.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the Bobcats call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Yeah, they need to figure out a way to stop him. Perhaps a scheme shift. I'm not sure.
With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. Number 1, the Raptors.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Wembanyama looking it over. Nash against Halliburton. Toronto grabs the miss. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Drexler. He's got 11. Here's Davis. Wembanyama with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Antonio McDyess, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Roy in for English. Charlotte trails by 19. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis. And guys, this is just so difficult to stop Yao. His size and strength let him go right through that contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And, you know, he's such a huge figure from a cultural standpoint. Yao is also someone teammates love playing with because of that easygoing personality.
Nailed from three-point land.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Just terrific ball movement.
Castle with it. He's picked up by Roy. Yao. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
He just pops up and puts it in. Wembanyama really is that tall.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys, back to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now, here's Nash. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. A three from Drexler. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Wembanyama has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Davis against Castle. Yao. Over McDyess. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Now, here's Nash. Here's Davis. Now Meng pulls it in. Wembanyama finds Halliburton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Hart the pass to Halliburton. McDyess pulls it down. Toronto leading by 12 to the inside. Here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spot.
Here's Knippel. Still yet to score. Here's Young. Outside Roy. Now McDyess. And here's Davis for three. And it's Harper with the rebound. Pass to Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Now Harper, after the missed three from Trae Young. Harper kicks to Halliburton. Over Young. Halliburton, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Pass to Davis. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Robinson's checked in for Toronto. English comes in for Roy. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Zubac is checked in for Hart. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. They get a hand on it. Harper with the steal. Kniffel with it. English is there. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And talking to Kniffel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
And that one misses.
Something to like about Kniffel is how he thinks the game. Tremendous court awareness for a young player.
English's shot is good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Goes up from the top of the key. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is get back down to 8 after they get the basket from Halliburton.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. Doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
No good on that.
Yeah, and you know, Young gets to the line as much as any small guard.
Some changes for Toronto. Drexler comes in for Antonio McDyess. And it's Nash in for Davis. Good on the second free throw. 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. With 1 on the clock, the third quarter comes to a close. The Raptors out in front, up 9. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. They've got Nash. Drexler is out there with English. Then it's Robinson, and it's Young in at the 2 guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Now, here's English. Drexler finds English, and the call will be against Alex English. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Charlotte trails by 7. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. And they pick up 2. Wembanyama's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Halliburton. Now, here's Young. Just 5 to shoot. They double-team Young. Here's Castle. And David Robinson pulls it down. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 7th assist in the game.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. That's tipped. Drexler with the steal. English gets it. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And very few guys can move the ball like Nash. He knows where his shooters are at all times and makes feeding them look easy.
Yao with the screen on Nash. Halliburton passes to Yao. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Offensive rebound. And Yao slams it in.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size. Exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
Pass to Drexler. Toronto working the ball around now. Bounce pass, English. There's the triple. Bobcats with the rebound. And here's Halliburton, defended by Nash. And here is Yao. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Wembanyama with it. He's guarded by English. Wembanyama passes to McDaniels. Wembanyama sets a screen for McDaniel. Tries from 10, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Nash against Halliburton. Launches it. And rebounded by McDaniels.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
You know what time it is, everyone? Time to make some noise for the series of New York Raptors. Why, man?
Change here. Davis has checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. On defense, the Bobcats. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Nash with the screen on Wembanyama. Oh, Davis showing his range.
And this is the kind of range Davis has. If you give him room to fire, he'll burn you.
Nash outside. English sets the pick for Nash. Back to Drexler. From deep. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Line for Toronto. Clyde, the Glide, Drexler. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Castle with it. Pass to Yao. To the middle. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
There's no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Davis sets a screen. Rebounded by Halliburton. Here is Wembanyama. Yao inside. Robinson on him. He drills the 3.
And guys, there's just an air about Halliburton. He has such belief in his abilities, and eventually others start to believe.
Castle a screen on Nash. Yao inside. Guarded by Robinson. That one is good.
And when you need points, Yao is a great option. He just goes on the attack.
Yao with the block. Nash against Halliburton. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot to tie it up. And he lays that one in.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
Here's Davis. Yao Ming picking up that last basket.
What a slot. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Left in the fourth. Davis. Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama. Leaves it in off the window.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And again, it's Yao me, I mean, we always talk his size, and that does help, but Yama also has terrific touch.
Now here is Davis. And he stays with it. Trying again. Wembanyama against Davis.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Drexler inside. Working on McDaniels. Does not go in. And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Davis, off target from outside.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And so the Bobcats take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now, our player of the game, Yao Ming.